What are you doing?
Just checking out the advertisements for Bon Jovi at Madison Square Garden. And you know what? You're not there, are ya?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Bon Jovi comes to your hometown, and you are sitting here in Tafton.
But there's a reason for that, and we'll talk about that later on in the episode.
Later. Don't give away the surprise there.
I know, right?
Here is what I have for a hidden agenda this evening.
Oh boy.
I would like to share with all of our viewers in podcast land about some travel tips, travel hacks, and ways to get where you want to go a little bit cheaper than before. How's that?
Ooh.
That rhymes. I can make a rap song out of that.
You're so funny.
I got my rhymes. So, travel hacks. What do you mean by a travel hack? Well, that's kind of positioning yourself to get the most out of the time that you spend outside of your hometown.
Hello, Tony Vicaretti.
When I'm talking about a travel hack, it's like when we arrive in a city, you don't know exactly what time you're going to arrive there until you actually get there.
Right.
And you have to have a plan for getting from point A to point B, of course. But you also have to deal with timing issues. This last vacation that we were on, all right, the weather changed and we
did.
had to seek shelter, not from rain, but from 100-degree weather.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried to get to our hotel and find an early check-in. Well, that doesn't always work, and in this case here, it didn't work.
No.
We got there, and there was a whole lobby full of people waiting for the rooms to be cleaned,
Right.
so that they could check in too. And
Mhm.
all they told us at the counter was, "Come back at 3 o'clock, and if you want to leave your luggage in the back here, you could." Well, that's exactly what we did. We
Mhm.
left our luggage. So this is my number one travel hack: find a place to leave your luggage.
Yes.
Before you go and get to this destination
Yes.
that you know you can't check in your hotel yet, find a place to leave your luggage so that you can maximize the time that you're on vacation.
Right.
Because face it, if you said these are all my waking hours while I'm on vacation and divide it by the price tag, you're going to see that your per hour vacation is a very expensive ticket. And
That's
if
right.
you sit in that lobby for 2 hours waiting for them to clean the rooms,
Oh my
you've
God.
just wasted 2 hours of very, very valuable vacation time.
Exactly.
So leave your luggage somewhere. Here's the places where we left our luggage in the last 2 months. We had two separate vacations.
Yep.
Okay. We get to Greece, and it took us forever to get there when we were on our way there in the middle of May. And we finally got to Greece at 7 o'clock at night. So leaving our luggage somewhere was not a problem. Collect our luggage at the airport. Wait for our welcome pickups guy to take us to our our hotel
Mhm.
down by the cruise port,
Right.
and we didn't have to leave our luggage. They took us right to the hotel.
Right.
But on the way back, we got off of this cruise ship at 8 o'clock in the morning in Venice, Italy, and the check-in time for our hotel was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, are we going to sit around waiting for waiting for everything to happen instead of going and making it happen? No.
Right.
So, we had found ahead of time that there was a place inside the airport in Venice that would allow us to leave our luggage there, and they had a small fee. They charged like $5 or $7 a bag, and we left four of our bags there and just took a little backpack with us.
We did.
Leaving them there for the $25 bought us a whole day to go and see what Venice had to offer.
Yep.
We took a water taxi from the airport, got into town. We had a beautiful meal. We walked the canals, did some shopping, and we ended up on the end of St. Mark's Square, where we picked up another water taxi to take us back to the airport.
Good evening, Mike Lentini from New York.
Going back to the airport, because this is where we had booked our hotel. We always book a hotel that is near the airport. And that is so that we can avoid a
Look
catastrophe
who's here.
at the end of our
Mr.
vacation.
No Pants Profits.
Mr. No Pants.
You know?
Which cruise ship did you get kicked off of today?
No, wait. I think for next week's episode, and I'm gonna call for a vote that as long as he's available, I think we should have him on our show. And let's talk to him, because if there's anybody who knows a lot about cruising,
We can have a guest star.
yes.
Right.
If there's anybody who knows a lot about cruising, it's this guy. Because I've never met a guy, and don't take this the wrong way there, Richard, who's gotten kicked off more cruise ships
Than anybody else.
So I would love to have him on our show just for the day. And
We'll give you a heads up.
let's talk to him. Let's get to know him, because he lives by our buddy now. So
That's
I
right.
think it would be a nice way to introduce. He said he got kicked off for having a personality. You're my kind of people, Richard. You are definitely my kind
Don't
of people.
tell him you're friends with Booze, okay?
Hey! Who's a great guy? Don't be like that.
In any event, that leave your luggage thing leads me to the next travel hack, which is to avoid a catastrophe by having a hotel that's near the airport you're flying out of.
He's suing them
Yeah.
for written documentation as why I was kicked off and he never got it. Hey, I don't blame you there, man. One bit.
Yeah, it's just a 1 or a 0 next to your name on their computer.
Look at this. Joe Hupp from Australia tuning in.
Booze made it to the
Mr.
show.
Booze is finally in the house. Well, it's about time.
Well, I hope Lisa's nearby too.
Yeah.
To share the vlog with us.
Yeah.
Travel hack number 2, get an airport hotel.
Yes.
You don't want to worry
Oh my
about
God.
transportation to get to your flight when you are leaving.
So can I talk about this from what our most recent trip in
Yes,
Amsterdam?
go.
Okay. So hold on a minute. All right. So when we were in Amsterdam, that's right, Mr. Booze, you did hear your name. No fruit snacks. Hey. Discovery is happening now. Nice. When we went to Amsterdam, we got just get ready to get drowned. Oh, Jesus, Joe. We got off of the Rotterdam ship. When we got off the Rotterdam ship, we used our usual way of transportation, making our way back to Amsterdam. We went via the tram system, subway system, got to Schiphol Airport. We walked out to our hotel at Citizen M. And let me tell you what, that was a remarkable trip indeed. We absolutely enjoyed walking out from the airport to the hotel and back so that we can gain one more day.
No shuttle required. We walked out the back door of the train station / airport to the Citizen M hotel. And it's just a simple hotel. We need someplace to take a shower, someplace to brush our teeth in the morning. But we walked out of there at 6 o'clock in the morning and walked right into the airport in Amsterdam.
Yep, we did.
No taxi cab, no train delays, nothing like that. And you know what? If I'm inside the airport and I have to wait for my flight, so be it. It's better than being O.J. Simpson running through the airport to try to catch a flight.
That's right.
So that's travel hacks number 1 and 2. Number 1 is leave your luggage. Number 2, make sure that you get an airport hotel. And number 3 is never waste time looking to trade money.
Look at this. Friend of the Pants, Adventures of the AJ. Welcome in. And no fruit snacks. What am I singing tonight? Well, you got to stick around and find out. So
if we are leaving for a vacation, a foreign destination, I always bring foreign currency with me.
That's important.
This last time I brought a little bit too much Norwegian kroners, but that's okay. I got $40 in my pocket for the next time I land in their country.
Exactly.
Always pack euros because euros are pretty universally accepted when you're in that area of the world.
Pretty much.
When we go to Asia, we'll bring our own Japanese yen. We'll bring our own Chinese yuan. And we even had Taiwan dollars, but they take American dollars in Taiwan too.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot of places in the world where they have other currencies that they take American dollars, but Panama City, Panama was one of them.
No fruit snacks is Lisa. Lisa's in the
there
chat.
There you go. No fruit snacks.
Oh my God, I just figured it out.
She figured it out. Mm-hmm. So those are my
Oh.
top 3 travel hacks. Number 1, make sure you leave your luggage somewhere.
Yes.
You maximize your vacation time. Number 2, don't risk a catastrophe. Make sure you get an airport hotel. Number 3, bring currency with you.
Roy Kirschneider wants to co-host with me over on TikTok. That's so funny.
Okay.
Yeah, and if anybody's trying to co-host over there on TikTok, the answer is no. I'm going to keep declining you because you're not co-hosting my show.
Well, there was this one time when I went on vacation with other
miss you
people,
too,
and they
Lisa.
spent an entire day looking to trade in money.
Oh my
And
God, I remember that.
You can't waste your time on vacation doing stupid stuff like that.
Oh my God, that was
Um,
crazy.
4th travel hack I'm going to share with you is Solace. Okay. Solace is a little unit about this big, and whenever we land in any country we land in, we automatically have the internet prepaid for.
But you can also get what's called an eSIM if you are an iPhone user, which is an extra SIM line for data only, of course. You don't want to get data and cell because it's ridiculously expensive. But you can get a data eSIM card that you can load right into your iPhone. It's very easy to activate. We have used Airalo and we have used Olafly. And to be honest, I liked Airalo a lot better than Olafly. And we've used Olafly a lot. But Airalo worked a lot better. And I had no problems
If you
whatsoever.
don't want to mess around with eSIMs on your phone because it could still be tricky and you still run the risk of getting charges on your phone if you put data roaming in the wrong place, or if you don't authorize this, or you're not cleared for that. But with my Solace, I put my phones on airplane mode.
Right.
I have Wi-Fi calling available so that I can still get text messages. I can get phone calls. I can make phone calls, and I can have my high-speed data. Usually at the beginning of the data is a higher speed than the end of the day,
Mhm.
but that's something that I have to live with. And I can connect 10 devices to that unit.
Now, going back on the eSIM, the only thing that you're going to pay for when it comes to your eSIM is you are going to pay for your phone and you are going to pay for your text messages. So if you don't want it, it works really well with the eSIM because when the data on the Solace goes down, then you've got your eSIM for backup. And not once with AT&T, because they give you 7 days free, did I ever run out of data, which I was thrilled.
One thing we have to mention with an eSIM is you must own your phone outright.
Yes.
Your phone must not be tied to a carrier.
No.
If you have a payment plan on your phone, you cannot use an eSIM. It's
Right.
just not allowed.
It will not work.
So
It will
that's
not
why
work.
our Solace comes in handy.
Right.
And Solace often has they charge you by the day,
Mhm.
and I buy packages ahead of time before I go. So I bought 20 days worth of internet while we're on the road, which lasted for all of May's vacation and all of June's vacation. It was $6 a day. It was $120, and I was able to connect 10 devices to the unit.
Roxy is in the house. Dancing Roxy. That's my girl.
The
Thank
unit,
you, Mark. Tell everybody, hit that like button, hit that hype button, and stick around, No Pants. The song is coming. I promise you, it's a really good one. No, I'm not doing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I am anti-Wizard of Oz, actually. Sorry, go ahead, dear.
So the Solace unit itself costs about $250, $300, but it is priceless because whenever I hit the runway and we land in another country, we automatically have the internet. We're able to get directions inside the airport. Which way is the train? When is the next one? What platform to go to?
Mhm.
And we're not guessing and we're not
Nope.
wasting our time.
No.
So all of these things that I'm telling you about maximizes the per hour cost. It minimizes the per hour cost of traveling.
Right.
And you're able to maximize your fun
That's
instead
right.
of wasting time doing some of these stupid travel things.
That's
We do
right.
smart travel things.
That's right. Yes, indeed. Mhm.
When it comes to directions, Google is not always perfect.
No.
So not only do you need to have the directions to the place you're going, but you have to have a good feel for
Yes.
for the lay of the land
Yes.
and how you're going to be able to get there. The
Mhm.
for instance is when we were in Split, Croatia,
Mhm.
we needed a ride from the beach back to this neighborhood that looked like it was very, very close.
Mhm.
But the city center was off limits for taxi drivers.
Right.
And they made the taxi drivers drive. Oh, and it was our Uber driver that was slash taxi driver. They made us drive all the way around the city before they're able to take us to the specific restaurant.
Hi,
that we wanted to go to.
Maureen.
So our Uber costed us about 4 times
Oh,
as
your
much
daughter.
as we thought it was going to cost us.
Right.
So instead of us paying like $8 to get from here over to there, if we had known the lay of the land, we probably would have just walked.
It would be great if someone rented unlocked phones. What does that say? Someone rented unlocked phones.
So that you could use an eSIM, right?
Pretty cool.
Well, I think that the alternative to eSIM is if you're in the airport, they used to have kiosks where you would be able to buy an actual physical SIM card.
Mhm.
Never works with iPhone because iPhone doesn't have a SIM slot, but some Samsung products still have a slot where you could put a SIM card in them
Really
if you-
steady Eddie.
if you bought one
I
inside
want to
of
get
the
to know that
airport.
guy too.
Really steady Eddie. Miley said nobody's perfect.
That's right. Nobody is perfect.
So we're not talking about perfection here. We're talking about progress.
Right.
Right? So
Right.
progress is listening to the people who have done all of these things before, listening to
Correct.
and learning from other people's mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 vacations that we went on in May and June, we had a cruise to Norway in June, and we had a cruise from Athens, Greece, all the way to Venice, Italy, and we pulled these things off very, very smoothly, and it was thanks to some of these travel hacks. Now, if you get off of a ship and the ship is offering an excursion to take you or transfer you to an airport, to a railway
Do
station,
it. Do it.
it. All right.
Hi, Angie.
Getting off of the ship and being at the mercy of all of the taxi drivers and
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and some of them they're like pirates. Okay.
Some of these taxi drivers want $50. $50,
Right.
50 euros, which is more expensive for us when it comes to stuff like that. So
when when our ship got to Italy, it was not actually porting in Venice.
no,
Big ships are not allowed
We
in
were
Venice,
duped.
Italy anymore. And we were someplace that was a whole hour away, almost 75 miles away
yeah,
from Venice, the port of Ravenna.
yeah,
And we looked into getting a private car because we didn't know about the excursion on the ship that was going to take us to the airport.
right.
And they wanted $350 for a private car to pick us up at the ship
Crazy.
and take us to our hotel in Venice near the airport. When we got on the ship, it ended up being $49 a person. $49 a person to take us and all of our
Crazy.
luggage on the bus from the ship to the airport. And when we got to the airport, we left our luggage there,
we did.
got on the water taxi,
Mhm.
and then we got back, we picked up our luggage, and then we waited for the airport shuttle to take us over to
Here's a question
our
for you.
hotel.
Would you say Norwegian Cruise Line was smoother than Holland America?
Smoother in what way?
Embarkation,
Embarkation
transfers, all of it.
embarkation was seamless on the both of these ships, and transfers and all that. We didn't use any Holland America transfers. We know how to use the trains in the Netherlands
Yeah, we
to
do.
get wherever.
Yeah, we
want,
do.
Wherever we.
But
want to go.
I was just wondering
But-
if you were a first timer, say you didn't know how to use the transportation system in the Netherlands, which one would you say was easier?
Well, I would say, I would say that Holland America was fairly easy, but NCL, we took a cab from our hotel in
Mhm.
Piraeus to embark on NCL Pearl, and it was like, I don't know, a 10-minute cab ride.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I said, how much is it? He's like, $10. I gave him 20 euros.
And he looked at you funny
because
because they don't like it
believe
when you tip over there.
Well, yeah, they don't really like tips. I think you're giving them charity in some cases, but in this case here, it was very, very convenient
Oh,
for
yeah.
us to get to the ship. And then when we got there, we walked right on Pearl.
Oh, we did.
We were some of the first people to embark
We
on
were.
Pearl.
Pearl is an older ship. I think it was 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was recently refurbished, which we're getting there.
Now, don't forget on Holland America, we had Orange Club.
Oh.
And if you have Orange Club, you get to walk on the ship,
right,
basically.
so
You
going-
get to pre-board.
So going back to the reason we're doing this video is because we had a request by someone who is now watching, asking, how do you travel so much? What is your secret? So to be honest with you, there really is no secret because we don't vlog full time. Both of us have full-time jobs, and January through April is when we bunker down. So when all you guys like Richard No Pants and Steady Eddie, you're all in the Caribbean partying it up, we're locked down in our offices with jackets.
We work.
Okay. The minute May hits, by the time May hits, even May of the following year, we've got our trips booked. We're ready to go out the door. So right now this year, we've already gotten through 2 trips. We've got 1, don't tell me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to go. Okay. So each of us treat our job like as if we're an employee. We bank our time. We put the hours in. We put in the hard work. But what we do is we designate a credit card, one that has travel points, one that has airline points, one that has not cash back, but anything that's going to accumulate points where you can do things for free. So when we went on, now Norwegian Pearl we'll talk about in a minute, but when we did Holland America, our seats were free. When we're doing Ireland coming up in August, our seats are free because
our airline seats are free.
What did I just say?
You just said seats.
Sorry, airline seats. I'm sorry.
Go. Tell us more about your
airline
credit card.
seats were free. So this credit card is through United. It's a Chase Bank MasterCard. And every time you make a purchase, it accumulates points so that when you're ready to book your airfare to get to your destination, if you have enough there, you can upgrade to an economy plus seat. I never recommend economy, but we designate 1 trip per year for the economy plus, and we designate 1 trip per year to use the lounge. Now, the last time we tried to get in the lounge with Norwegian Pearl, we couldn't because they didn't have, I don't think they had a lounge for us or something, or maybe that was Copenhagen. I forget. But with Holland America, we finally made it to the lounge in United where everybody talks about the lounge. Oh, it's this big glorious thing. It's not. We go there to relax. Glenn has his drinks. I have my non-alcoholic mocktails. That's all we're really in there for.
There you go. Lose some money in the casino. That'll get you stuff for free. Right? Mm-hmm.
Hello, Tia and John. I know, No Pants. You're just dying to get to the song. Relax. Losing in the casino. There you go. I wish I were you. You both are living the dream. Lisa, eventually you will be. You just got to take the leap of faith like I did. But anyhow, I'm not saying do that tomorrow. You've got a great job.
So is that travel hack number 5?
Yes.
Okay. Travel hack number 5 is get yourself an airline credit card. And when you get the credit card, oftentimes the first couple of months are very important to maximize your free points.
He's at it again. Hey, Juicy. Justin Timberlake, it's going to be May. I am not singing that.
Is this a request show? No, this
He's
is not a
waiting for me to
request show.
sing.
Lucia's been practicing her song all week long.
In 5 minutes we'll get
she
there.
will pay.
5 more minutes, Richard, I promise.
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes, we'll get to the song.
Maybe 15 minutes.
No, not 15.
Maybe 15 minutes.
Let me finish the whole travel hack. So the Chase Credit MasterCard, yes.
Yes,
that's your way to do
and
it.
get the bonus points up front. Okay, when we signed up for our first card, we got 90,000 points.
United Breaks Guitars.
I got a card in my name, and we used that one for 14 months, and we were able to get 2 round trip tickets to Hong Kong.
Pay 3% on Do we pay 3% on everything? What does that mean? What does that mean, AJ? I'm just curious. Is he mansplaining? Yes, he is mansplaining. Good for you, Angie. I would love to do first class, but I haven't done it yet. Yes.
I only fly first class. Yeah, I only fly economy. Okay.
Yeah, but every now and then
this is a travel hack video. This isn't a spend all of your money video.
But every now and then I will get you to do economy plus. And you promised business class once. One of the trips coming up, you promised. So
now, before I was so rudely interrupted, I was telling you about the 90,000 bonus points for signing up for a credit card. I got one. Lucia got one. And then you have to read what kind of charges are going to get you extra points.
And if there's an annual fee, because it doesn't count.
Travel.
Charge
travel on your credit card. You'll get 3 times as many miles for it when you charge it on your credit card. Gas in the gas station, that one is good for 2 times. Fueling up is not the only thing. You can also get groceries. If you buy groceries 2 times. Online shopping, you still only get one time. And it's still a great way to accumulate miles because all of the spending that Lucia and I do is on that credit card. And at the end of the month, when the bill comes, we pay the bill.
I get so drunk in first class. Of course you do, Richard. Of course you do. I would love to get drunk in first class.
Get yourself a miles credit card. Learn how the miles work. Learn how to maximize the amount of miles you get. Pay off that credit card every month because we all know credit cards are a trap if you don't.
Yes.
So that is travel hack number 5. Now, travel hack number 6 is find out how you can get cheap airport parking.
Yes.
Cheap airport parking. You know, you don't just drive into the...
Honey?
What?
2,000 people are listening to us right now.
Terrific.
Richard, I fucking love you.
Thank you for the conversation that just went to shit, honey.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What?
I just shit my pants.
Oh, my God.
Go on. Sorry.
Why did you shit your pants?
Because of how many people are following us on YouTube right now.
All right, well, continue with the show. If there's 2,000 people watching, instead of sitting there shitting yourself.
Good job,
oh, my
Lisa.
God.
Good job, Lisa.
All right.
Continue.
What's travel hack number 5? Get the credit card.
Yes, get the credit
What's
card,
travel
please.
hack number 6? Make sure you get cheap airport parking.
Right.
You can't just drive in and say, oh, I'm going to leave my car here, and then come back 10 days later, and you have a $500 bill for parking just because you didn't look into it ahead of time. Figure out where you're going to park.
Right.
Now, we use Newark Airport as our central departure point. And it's about an hour and 45 minutes from our house. So there's a possibility you could get a driver, you can get somebody to take you to the airport, but we like to be able to go and come as we please, and we don't have to worry about, you know, if we're going to be late, notifying somebody that we're going to be late, having somebody sitting waiting for us. So we signed up with Victoria Parking near the airport, and they have a frequent flyer program.
Yes, they do.
The last time that we parked, we were gone for 12 days, and 7 of those days were free. The other days were $12 a piece, so it cost us $60 to park this last time for 12 days at Newark Airport. The month before, when we were gone to the Adriatic Sea, we left our car there, and it was $211 for 14 days. $211 for 14 days.
Okay. We have to go into the song now because Richard sent his entire audience to us. So give me a second. Okay, time to sing. All right. We'll come back to the travel hacks.
That's the travel hacks.
Would you like to introduce the show, or are we gonna or the song? Are we gonna give people a tease?
You could go right ahead.
All right. So tonight's song is centered around. I already shit my pants, Mark. Tonight's song is centered around one of the most popular artists right now. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to sing parts of it. because otherwise I'm going to crap my pants some more. I don't know. Dawn, would you like to sing it? Thanks. We were both young when I first saw you. Closed my eyes, had the flashback stars.
Maybe they'll think it's a part of the song.
On a balcony of summer air. So you do this. See the lights, see the party, the ball gods. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. Little did I know that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said, stay away from Juliet. And I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I say, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All you have to do is run. You'll be the princess. I'll be the princess. It's a love story. Baby, just say yes. Romeo, save me. They're trying to tell me how to feel. The love is difficult, but it is real. Don't be afraid. We'll make it out of this mess. It's a love story. Baby, just say yes. I got tired of waiting, wondering if you were ever coming around. My faith in you is faded. When I met Julie on the outskirts of town, and I say, Romeo, save me. I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, have to do is come, but it's in my head. I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Julia, you never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. Talk to your dad, he'll pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Whoa. Oh, 'cause we were both young when I first saw you.
Hello from the peanut gallery.
Who killed Taylor Swift?
We love Taylor Swift.
Who killed Taylor Swift? Oh my God! Stop it, Richard. Stop it, Richard.
Here you go.
AGT bomb. Get out of here, AJ.
I'm back.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Juicy.
Back in action.
Thank you, Rumble community. Thank you, Juicy. Oh my God. Oh my God. My pants are all squishy.
Squishy, what? Come on. Stop that.
Oh my God. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Travel hack number 7.
Okay, that's a travel hack.
Travel hack number 7.
Holy shit.
Do not serve me vegan food.
Oh no.
Okay?
No vegan.
No vegan food. If there's a
No.
check mark or a filter when I'm looking for restaurants, say 0 vegan food allowed.
Yeah,
All right?
seriously.
That imitation bacon is, oh my God.
Tia said they only live 20 minutes from the airport, so they don't have that problem.
There you go. 20 minutes from
I
the
can't
airport.
look away. What do you
I'm
mean,
sure they
Richard?
still charge to park at the airport.
What do you mean, Richard? You can't look away. That I shit my pants, or that I just played Taylor Swift, or that
Can't
I'm
look away.
Jay Leno with long hair?
Mhm.
Controversial. This is what happens when you have Richard as a friend. That's how I got viewers.
Did that happen?
I don't know how he invited all these people, but
He says everyone. Don't you say everyone? All? Right? So that's our travel hack number 7. Do not serve me
Wait.
vegan food.
No, yeah, no.
If
no.
you're looking for a restaurant, make sure that there's no vegan restaurants included in the choices.
Fruit Sack sang it way better than what's her name. I did not. Now come on.
What's her name?
Yeah, Taylor fucking Swift.
Easy with the language. This is a family show.
No, it's not because
Yes,
Richard's
it
here.
is.
No, it's not because
Oh my
Richard's here.
God. They're gonna sign you off.
Yeah,
You're
they're gonna
be
cancel
off.
me.
Yeah, they're gonna be Lucia canceled. Yeah, right.
Oh, stop. All right. Back to the
Okay.
house. Back to the travel hacks.
Back to finding food.
Yes.
Sometimes the food can find you.
Oh my God. You were saying about vegan? We were on Holland America. And when we were on Holland America, this was when we were off the ship. We happened to find a vegan breakfast joint. Neither one of us knew it was vegan until afterward.
Yeah, until it was dropped on our plate with cardboard that looked like bacon. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So the vegan restaurant was actually in Rotterdam. That was our breakfast the one day that we were staying in Rotterdam.
Mm-hmm.
But what I mean by the food finding you is a lot of times we'll look for a restaurant and we get there and they're closed.
Right.
We had that happen to us the last Sunday that we were in Amsterdam. We have our favorite restaurant. We're planning on going to this place. Yes, Google says they're going to be open at 12 o'clock. Well, make sure you have a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
Don't count on being able to eat at that restaurant. When we were in Kotor, Montenegro, we were supposed to eat at this one restaurant, and they didn't open until 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
My God.
We had to be back on the ship at 3 o'clock. So
yeah, that was a
that
rip.
just was not happening.
That was a
So
rip.
make sure that you have a backup
Yeah.
when you're trying to pick places to eat. Not only that, some places you have to have a reservation. So make sure that you call ahead, that you reach out, you tell them that you're going to be there and when you're going to be there, because it's not always convenient.
Right.
The one restaurant, when we were in Montenegro, we got there and she says that there's a 45-minute wait. Well, we don't want to sit around waiting 45 minutes. We want to maximize the value that we're getting out of our vacation time. And we ended up at a restaurant a couple of blocks away, and we had a really, really good meal there when we were off of the ship.
Number 1 favorite destination, Juicy D's, is Japan.
Yeah,
Always be Japan.
always Japan.
Always.
Second, Greece.
Yeah.
Greece,
Yep.
yes. And to go along hand in hand with the picking of the restaurants and the impossible reservations and that kind of stuff. What?
They have another request for another song. All right, keep going.
This is not a request song show.
No,
Okay, you played your song.
You guys gonna
Request
do
a song
shit?
for next week. Okay, how's that?
No. Keep going. I got another song for them. Go ahead. Keep going.
You guys gonna do shits? Me and Kirk are.
Let's play a drinking game. Yeah, let's not. One of us drinks, one of us
Do
doesn't.
you mean
Angie.
shots or shits? Because Lucia already shit first, so I guess it's your turn now.
They must all be on a cruise. That's why they're tuned in. I
All
bet
right.
you. Go ahead.
Now, when it comes to the food, yes, the food is free on the cruise ship, okay? The food is free on the cruise ship. Why would you eat in the port? Why would you want to visit a restaurant in the port? Why would you want to drink a bottle of wine and eat some grilled octopus in a beautiful square with a church that's too tall to take a picture of?
Right.
Because that's what visiting a foreign country is all
That's
about
right.
to us. It's not walking off the ship, passing by all the jewelry stores and all the souvenir shops and getting back on the ship. No, we look for something that's going to make our memories of that port even stronger. And finding a nice place to eat and enjoy a meal while we're off of the ship is important to us to that end.
Right.
You know, we were in our last port of call on Rotterdam, and it was in the middle of a fjord. This city had a population of 350 people.
Right.
If the cruise ship wasn't there, there would be 350 people in the whole of the town. So there was not a lot of bars. There was not a lot of restaurants. There was not a lot of things to choose from when a cruise ship got in there and just overran the handful of little places. They had a place that It was a cafe, and they had a sign out front. We have no room for cruise passengers. Please don't come here and expect to eat or use our bathrooms or anything like that. But my idea of making a cruise stop more memorable is to definitely have a meal. And what did we end up with in Skolgen, Norway? We
Oh,
stopped at the grocery store.
yeah,
We bought some big beers at the grocery store.
that was fun.
We bought some Pringles, we got some chips, and we bought a basket of fruit. We got a basket of strawberries, and we chowed down on them on a picnic table. You know what? That might be just as memorable as us eating the octopus with the church tower that you can take a picture of.
Hmm.
That's my travel hack number 7. Is if you want to make it more enjoyable, make sure that you stop in a local place. We were very disappointed with our stop in Stavanger because they ported us what was 25 miles away from the city of Stavanger.
Hmm.
We were in an industrial part of Norway called Mandal, and to get to Stavanger, we had to take a train for 25 minutes.
Right.
We had to take a bus from the cruise ship to get to the train station. Then when we got off of the train, we had to take another bus to get to the site that we wanted to see.
Right.
We had to be back on the ship because we were leaving at 3 p.m. We had to be back on by 2 p.m. Well, we got back to the train station at 1 o'clock. We didn't have time to find a restaurant.
Let's do another song.
And I was disappointed.
Right. Let's do one more song, and then you can keep going. I want to see if this
All right,
works.
let's have Lucia do another song.
But this time we're not going to play the piano.
And we're going to come back.
We're going to try to do an original. We're going to try to do an original song.
You're not playing the piano?
No.
Oh,
Let's see if this works.
let's see if this works.
Fingers crossed. Come on. Come on. It's going to work. Wait. This is a freaking iPad.
See, this was not part of what
Shush.
we rehearsed.
Be quiet.
This was not part of the show. All right.
I don't think I hear anything coming out of it.
See, technical
Be
difficulties.
quiet. If not, I got the music on standby.
You don't know how to play the piano, though.
The
Wait,
fuck-
yes, you do.
Fuck, I don't.
Why don't you play the piano?
Fine. All right. All right. Let's see if I can do this. I haven't played in a long time. Foot of any mountain, I know I must try. World will always doubt me, I will always rise. When I make it to the top, I watch the sunrise. Oh, ever never dies. I haven't played this in so long. Tired, weary, I continue to fight, scratching, crawling, peek within my sight. When I reach top, spread my wings and fly. Nothing's gonna stop me. Effort never dies. Oh, effort never dies. Oh, I've tried 1,000 times. Keep on climbing right through the night. Oh, effort never dies. That's President Monroe. Try to knock me down, I continue to rise. Come back stronger with rage in my eyes. Down my drive, I was buried inside. Take it by the hand and kick your ass outside. Oh, effort never dies. Oh, I've tried 1,000 times. Keep on climbing right through the night. Oh, effort never dies. Reach the top with my own success, dedicated
Good job, Lucia. How about a
Too
round of
Rusty.
applause from the peanut gallery over
Too
here?
damn rusty.
You got to sing into the microphone. That's what I know.
Billy Joel song. You two are too cute. Get out of here.
All right. No Billy Joel. No Metallica.
Original song gets
No
more
Pet Shop
viewers.
Boys.
Bohemian. Oh my God. No.
Yeah.
Yes, ladies in Norway are expensive. Bang your head.
Why are the ladies in Norway so expensive?
Well, let's talk about that. So we're going through the red light district.
We weren't in Norway, though.
No, we were in Amsterdam.
Yes.
And this one lady goes to my husband. And I
Oh,
went,
yeah? Come here, big boy.
Oh, yeah, you're a big boy, all right.
Right?
Oh my God, you're too much.
So you picked the topic, and should we make this travel hack number 8? How to find cheap women in Amsterdam?
Just go to Amsterdam.
Travel hack
That's
number
funny.
8.
That's
Go
funny.
straight to the Old Sailor Inn and make a right.
Yeah, really. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. Wait.
Now what?
Go look at Controversial Cruises comment. Better yet, I'll let Eddie Steady announce it. There it is.
See it. I can't see what you're talking about.
10,000 viewers.
All right.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I could say wow too. WOWOWE. Wowie. There you go. All right, now we're back. Going to Bermuda in September. That sounds like a great time to go to Bermuda.
It is. It is a good time.
Do you drive straight to the ship, or do you have to fly and get on the ship? That'd be a good question.
There you go.
Because many people take the cruises. They're sailing out of Philadelphia now. I've sailed out of Baltimore years and years ago. New York, Bayonne, New Jersey. Right? You can sail right out of Manhattan.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You don't have to drive, but you still have to park your car. So make sure you get to the parking spot ahead of time or get a ride.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
So I guess that's travel hack number 8, finding trashy women for a good price in Europe.
Just a quick 5-day out of New York City March bus. Fair enough.
There you go. No,
Fair enough.
and they got a ride. They got a March bus to take them there.
Yeah.
NCL Aqua, we did a year ago from right now. We were on NCL Aqua in July of 2025.
We were. And, I'm going to say
We got to visit with the boozers beforehand.
They overhyped the ship.
Overhyped?
They overhyped the ship. They did.
Well, it's a brand new ship. How could you go wrong?
I was a little disappointed because I liked Spirit
It was
better.
the middle of July. You're sailing in the Caribbean, and the place was overrun with ankle-biting children. Ankle-biting children.
All right, Booze. You want a Billy Joel song? Meet my chat goal. I've
My
got
chat goal?
chat goals. Let's go, buddy. You want Billy Joel? You people want these songs? Let's go. Hit the chat goal that's in there right now.
What's the chat goal?
I put a goal in there that if in 30 minutes I get 10 teal super chats.
Teal super chat?
Teal super chats.
Teal
or,
like the color teal?
Yes, teal super chats. I need 10 of them. I will do a Billy fucking Joel song.
Stop it with the language. This is a family show. I'm getting mad at you.
You are not.
I am.
It's after 7 o'clock.
Ridiculous.
We're good.
Dropping F-bombs all day long like it makes you intelligent.
I am intelligent. Prima in March. I've never been on the Prima. Never been on the Prima.
Travel hack number 9.
Travel hack number 9.
Travel hack number 9. If you are doing a vlog, don't do a vlog of your entire vacation. Pick and choose wisely what you want to vlog about and make sure that it fits your target audience.
Right.
And, we don't go on a cruise to work. We go on a cruise to relax and enjoy ourselves and making it better and giving the experience to the people who are going to come after us.
Right.
So travel hack number 9 is make sure you make the most of your vacation. You're paying for it. The hourly rate is very, very high to be on vacation when you are. So don't nap your life away, right, Lucia?
That's right.
Although cruise ship naps are pretty good on occasion.
Yep.
Especially when they got us waking up for like 6 o'clock port calls, right? How many
Right.
times did we have to be off of the ship by 7 a.m. to get that excursion that we wanted to get, right?
Exactly,
works.
Jenny. Your brother's the one that taught me how to drop the F-bombs when appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
He was the best. Absolute best. Richard
right.
is my baby bear. Oh my God.
So we got all the way up to 9 travel hacks. What is the 10th travel hack? Huh?
I don't know. What is it?
How do you recover? The last 2 months that we were gone away, each one of our vacations was better than the one before that. And each one of them went very, very smoothly. We always try to make that happen. And it's not always the case because we don't have control over everything, including airline flights, the train strikes, the heat in Europe that causes disruptions of service. But we made the most of it and we had really, really good trips. Now, on the way home from Europe, if you sleep on the plane and you get here in the middle of the day, get back to the USA, you might be able to get your sleep schedule back in order in a matter of, say, 2 to 3 days. Say 2 to 3 days, you can get back to normal.
Yep.
Now, if you're coming from Asia and coming home, it's going to take you a whole week to get back on schedule. And I'll tell you, there's only one reason why. It's because it's already tomorrow in Hong Kong.
There's another one.
What?
Don't get sick on vacation.
Oh,
Jenny Eskin just said it. That's right. I was sick. Cruise tubers. Holy crap. Welcome in. I don't know what Richard did. I really don't know what Richard did, but everybody's like, here.
let me tell you,
Huh.
getting sick on vacation is no fun.
No.
When Lucia got sick, we were in Brazil, where they speak Portuguese. And the second leg of our journey was to Argentina. And while we were in Argentina, they speak Spanish there. So we had results of tests that were done in Portuguese that I had to translate into English so that I could read them. And then I had to translate them into Spanish so the doctors in Buenos Aires can read them too.
Yeah, right.
We've been in China. Lucia had a sty in her eye, and we did not want to seek medical attention at a Chinese hospital or ReadyCare. So when we were at Shanghai Disney, we actually got to visit their first aid center, and they gave us some magic medicine that cured Lucia's sty in her eye. Are you going to shit your pants again? What are you doing? Huh?
Nothing. Anyhow, yes, I remember that. The sty in the eye. That was just the beginning of it. That was the first. And then came India when I decided to drink milk and I wasn't paying attention and I landed in the emergency room and I left the emergency room with zero clothing.
She had yak milk in Nepal, and that was for her breakfast with her oatmeal. She insisted on having the yak milk, and the yak milk just made her so sick. We landed in the hospital in Nepal.
Yeah,
there you are.
Fun. But,
you want to go to Kathmandu like Bob Seger? Don't land in the ER room.
But the worst one was the last one.
Well, that bronchitis thing. Bad. She started coughing. She didn't stop coughing for 3 weeks, including being on a guided tour of South America. Mm-hmm.
My God.
No fun at all. We missed a lot on that, but we collected on the insurance. So maybe that's a really travel hack number 8.
9, 10. I don't know.
Well, I'm already up to 10. I'm going to make it travel hack 11. I'm keeping travel hack number 8. Travel hack number 11. Don't get sick on vacation, right?
Right.
And if you do, you're going to wish you bought the insurance.
Yeah.
Buy the insurance that will replace your activities. And that's the insurance that we had, and all the days that we lost, the hotel rooms that we lost because we had to fly home early, and pay doctor bills were all covered by insurance. And it's one of the only times we ever had a claim on an insurance, a travel insurance policy.
Right.
What happened when we went to Canada in December? Ice storm.
Yeah.
Ice storm rolls in, and we had the insurance on our hotel room. We had to leave there a day early. We documented the weather. We documented our departure early, and we turned that into the insurance company, and they gave us the money back for the hotel room that we did not get to enjoy.
That's right.
So buy the travel insurance. It might sound like a lot of money, but it's really only a little bit of money,
Yep.
and it will save you in case
And it's worth it.
bad things happen.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Now, people have told me that there are certain travel insurances that are included if you are members of certain credit cards and all of that. So it pays to read the fine print and see if you're going to be covered for stuff if you're on the road.
Right.
You want a travel hack number 12?
Oh my God. Last one.
Okay, last one.
Last one.
Get
We
your
could sit here for hours and hours and hours and tell you all about our travel hacks. But you know what? We are going to make a travel hack video for members only. So if you sign up and you join the community, it's 99 cents a month. You will get more exclusive videos.
travel hack number 12.
Beauty and the Beard have arrived. Yes. Travel hack number 12.
Travel hack number 12, get yourself an international driver's license. This will help you if you want to rent a car and drive around Cozumel, rent a car, drive around the island of Paros in Greece, rent a car if you want to drive around the island of Ireland.
Ooh.
And this will be the first time I'm driving on the left-hand side of the road. So I'm going to say the other thing that goes hand in hand with hack number 12, which is get an international driver's license, buy the insurance on the car. Buy the insurance on the car.
Yeah.
It might be a little pricey, but at the same time, you have peace of mind. You don't have to worry if you have a fender bender, or you don't have to worry about a charge on your credit card for thousands of dollars.
So Lisa wants to know more about China. We are going to be going with a travel company by the name of Gate One Travel out of
Fort Washington.
And they're going to take us back to the adventure that we had in 2017, where we're going to go down the Yangtze River on a cruise ship.
Well, that's not all we're going to do. We're going to visit Beijing, Shanghai, and Xi'an. Xi'an is Xian. That's home to the famous Terracotta Warriors. In Shanghai, we can visit Shanghai Disneyland again. If we need the first aid center, we know where to find it there.
Mm-hmm.
And in Beijing, the last time we were in Beijing, it was Thanksgiving Day, and we got to eat Peking duck in Beijing.
Yeah.
They took us to a special circus in Beijing too.
Right.
And a kung fu demonstration.
Yep.
And
that was neat.
And the toughest one was when we were in Xi'an, and they took us to the cultural musical dance thingy.
Yep, where we all fell asleep.
12 people asleep at the table on that one.
On Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm. The nice thing about China is this: there's 31 meals included with our trip to China, fully guided. They're waiting at the airport with a sign with your name on it. Come this way, Mr. Murphy. Come this way, Mrs. Murphy. Let me take your bags. They will move our bags from airport to hotel, from hotel to bus, from bus to the next airplane we have to get on. Or in Shanghai, we get to ride the fastest train in the world, Maglev train from downtown Shanghai to the airport. And the magnetic levitation train doesn't even touch the tracks.
We have visited over 55 countries
at this point. And this is in a little over 12 years.
And Turkey will be our newest one. So that's probably going to be like number 56, 57. But destinations, hundreds.
China is also, again, 31 meals included, all of your transfers, all of your flights inside the country, all of your admissions to all of the things that you're gonna see when you're there. Local transportation and local guides to tell you about what you're seeing, what's in front of you, and it's very inexpensive. I think that our 12-day tour of China, including the Yangtze River cruise, is about $2,700 a person. About $2,700 a person. And that includes all of your flights, all of your hotels, and these are 5-star hotels they put us up in, all of your transportation, all of your transfers, and 31 meals. You
Right.
get breakfast every single day. You get dinner almost every single day. Lunch might be on your own, but there's always a lot of choices for what you can eat when you're in a marketplace in one of these countries. You can
Mhm.
get some meat on a stick. You can get some scorpions on a stick. Whatever is up your alley.
Right.
So those are my 12 travel hacks for right now. And if you follow these travel hacks, you will not only get the most out of your time on vacation, but you'll also have a smoother trip, and you'll thank me. And I always like to be thanked.
Right. So with that being said,
Boy, the way Glenn Miller plays.
songs that made the hit parade.
Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days.
I knew who you were then.
Girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Didn't need no welfare state.
Everybody
Pulls his weight. Gee, our old LaSalle ran great. Lucia don't know the words. Happy
Thank
days.
you.
Thank you for
Thank
tuning in.
you. Thank you to Richard for sending his entire community here tonight to Piano Night Live. We are so grateful and thankful and blessed for you.
And we're going to invite you all back next week on Sunday night, 7
We will
p.m.
definitely be back next Sunday.
Same
at
bat
7.
time, same bat channel.
Exactly what that mother.
Easy
said.
with
I
the
didn't say it! I
F-bombs.
didn't say it.
I'm getting mad at you.
I didn't say it. But listen, next Sunday night, we're going to be here again. Please come back and visit us. Hopefully, we will have the setup to where we could bring the song requests without getting in trouble or canceled. But thank you. Richard, thank you. Booze, fruit snacks, everybody that tuned in tonight. Tia
No
and John,
food snacks.
Beard, everybody. Thank you. We are truly grateful. We will see you next time.
Good night.